To begin, we step into the world of Twin Sisters of Kyoto, a film adapted from Nobel laureate Yasunari Kawabata's novel, The Old Capital. It is a symphony of kimonos, geishas, and festivals that carry the soul of the land of the rising sun. In the world of kimono, the obi is more than just a part of the kimono, more than just a belt. It is the soul of the outfit. Woven into it are stories too subtle to speak, much like the quiet tension between the twin sisters in Twin Sisters of Kyoto. Chieko, the 20-year-old protagonist, is the adopted daughter of Takichiro, a master kimono designer in Kyoto. Her parents claim they kidnapped her under the cherry blossoms at night by the Gion shrine and raised her as their own. Skeptical, Chieko believes her birth parents abandoned her and sets out to uncover the truth. At the Gion festival, fate reunites her with Naeko, her twin sister, as they pray at the same temple. Naeko grew up with her biological parents in the rural Kitayama Mountains, but after her parents' death following Chieko's abandonment, she now lives quietly, earning a living through manual labor in the countryside. After the sister part, Hideo, a young weaver and business partner of Chieko's family, meets Naeko on Shijo Bridge, mistaking her for Chieko, whom he secretly loves. Enchanted by her mysterious beauty, he offers to design a bespoke obi. Upon learning the truth, Chieko isn't upset. Instead, she asks Hideo to create a second obi for Naeko. But instead of Hideo's proposed chrysanthemum pattern, symbolizing nobility, she chooses pine forests and cedars, emblems of longevity, wisdom, and harmony, resonating with Naeko's life among the woods. Set in 1960s Kyoto, Twin Sisters of Kyoto appears to depict an era of change, yet it is a quiet ode to what endures. Locals still cherish festival traditions. Geishas still parade through the streets, and Buddhist spirituality weaves itself into every kimono. Chieko's father retreats to a temple, seeking inspiration, envisioning patterns in his mind before transferring them to fabric, as if they were visions from another realm. As Chieko says, father's designs come from the depth of spiritual weave. You might wonder, why is finding inspiration for patterns so intricate? I wondered too, until I witnessed a kimono being crafted. A traditional kimono, when crafted authentically, is not merely the result of manual labor. It is a culmination of time, focus, inspiration, and profound patience. The journey begins with a smooth white silk canvas, transformed through over 20 meticulous steps into a miniature world embodying culture, faith, and beauty. First comes the sketching of patterns on paper, starting small before scaling to full size. This process can take up to 10 days, demanding absolute focus and a deep understanding of the wearer, as the design must flow with the body's movements. Once the pattern is finalized, artisans proceed to draw directly onto the silk using the yūzen technique. These lines serve as guides for subsequent steps, drawn with special ink that vanishes without a trace. Next is dyeing, a vibrant realm of high technical skill. Depending on the desired effect, artisans may use hikizome, broad brush dyeing for background colors, or shibori, tying, twisting, or folding to create distinct patterns and rich hues. The pinnacle of kimono dyeing is hand-painted yūzen, where every tiny detail is colored by hand, a process that can take anywhere from 1 to several weeks for a single kimono. Once the colors are set, embroidery begins. A kimono may feature a single small motif or elaborate designs depending on the vision. Embroidery is immensely time-consuming, sometimes taking weeks or even months. To achieve its full radiance, a kimono might be dusted with gold, silver, or other rare metals. But what truly sets it apart is the obi. In Japan, the obi is considered an art form in itself. Centuries ago, aristocrats commissioned obis the way Europeans commissioned portraits. Every detail, color, thread, pattern was chosen to reflect personal status, temperament, and inner values. In some cases, an obi is worth more than the kimono it adorns. It doesn't just complete the look, it defines it. Crafting a traditional kimono can take up to a year, with costs reaching $100,000. Now, do you see why Chiyoko's father sought inspiration from the divine? A kimono is not just clothing. It is a masterpiece, a prayer woven with faith by those who believe that beauty, when nurtured to its fullest, can preserve a nation's memories. Yet, no matter how exquisite, memories must face time. Like other tradition symbols, the kimono cannot escape the question, does it still have a place in modern life? In major cities, kimonos have nearly vanished from daily life. Yet, during weddings, coming-of-age ceremonies, or traditional festivals like Gion Matsuri, people still don kimonos as a way to honor, respect, and carry forward the nation's soul. However, their presence grows ever more fragile. Today, Western clothing dominates, more convenient, affordable, and suited to a faster-paced life. Demand for costly, intricate kimonos has plummeted since Japan's economic crisis in the 1990s. The traditional kimono industry, once the nation's pride, has dwindled to about 14% of its 1975 scale. A high-end kimono producer reports selling around 4,000 pieces annually, but even they admit kimonos are fading. The challenge deepens as artisans, the soul keepers of the kimono, grow older, while younger generations hesitate to take up the craft, deterred by its laborious nature and economic uncertainty. The future of this centuries-old tradition now hinges on two factors: the skill of the remaining artisans and the degree to which modern society still values it. Kimonos may endure as symbols in cultural events or significant occasions, but traditional kimonos, with their profound artistry, meticulous craftsmanship, and spiritual inspiration, are becoming a memory, a beautiful memory, but one that risks being confined to museums or old films if not preserved. If you visit Japan or attend a cherry blossom festival in Washington, D.C., would you wear this Japanese national garment? What pattern would you choose to adorn it? A cherry blossom? Or a bamboo branch? Or deep blue waves like dreams? Share your thoughts in the comments below.